Exactly.
If you do not have a special snuggly person in your life, that is totally okay because we have several cuties to make you feel all that good loving this morning.
That's right. We want to welcome Amanda Winter with Once in a Wild. You know, you not only entertain people with these animals, right, but you also educate.
Absolutely. So most of what we do at Once in a Wild is educational, based on education, but we also like to have fun. So it's a little bit of everything for everybody.
It's no good if you're not having fun, right?
No,
absolutely.
I love that you point out all ages, kids and adults.
That's
and
right.
Especially Paul, he is loving this rabbit.
Oh,
Tell us all
I love
about
the bunny.
This awesome baby named after Game of Thrones.
He sure is. That's Sandor. So for those of you that know Game of Thrones, you know who that is. But Sandor is a Flemish giant rabbit. He is a staple of Once in a Wild. He is absolutely wonderful and loves to be pet by any bunny out there.
Any bunny. And y'all, the reason we wanted to bring some animals to the show this morning because they're so cuddly and you give that experience at Once in a Wild. Not only do you educate people, but you also allow people to get pretty close to them, right?
That's right. So not every animal at Once in a Wild is pettable, but every animal you can at least see up close and learn about. But today we brought all the cuddly animals, not just bunnies, but some more,
So
but animals that people can pet.
And you brought...
So we thought we would have a race today, maybe.
I'm gonna be honest, I get confused whether it's a tortoise or a turtle or...
Well, don't feel bad, you're not the only one. So we have actually 4 of the same species out here. This is Shelton John, that's Daniel, this is Jet, and Rocket over here, our youngest of the tortoises. But these are all the same species, the red-footed tortoise. Red for Valentine's Day, right? But very, very sweet. One of my favorite species because they are social with each other, they get along great, and they get along great with anybody.
And can these tortoises become much bigger? Will they become much
Well,
bigger?
they're not a giant species of tortoise, not like the Galapagos or the Aldabras that get enormous, like over 200, 400 pounds. These guys get about 20 pounds max, so they're really not a huge tortoise. They get about yay big.
You know, Amanda, the real question is if they did have a race, who would win?
Well, absolutely slow and steady, I think, would win. I think the rabbit would have short bursts, and then he would just lay there lazily like that after a good snack.
He's truly chilling here at Great Day SA. But you know, Amanda, back to what Paul mentioned, I think it's quite interesting. How can you tell the difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
That's a great question. There's several differences, but the main differences are land versus water. Which one do you think swims more, a turtle or a tortoise?
A turtle.
A turtle definitely swims more. All turtle species can swim, at least some. Some turtle species swim all the time, like in the ocean, right? But these guys are land animals only, and are they fast or slow in theory? Like, as far as a tortoise.
They're kind of faster.
A turtle's faster, a tortoise would be slow, therefore they really don't catch animals to eat. So they also don't eat animals, they're vegetarians. So that's another big difference.
Some turtles eat animals?
Correct, all turtles eat animals.
They eat crickets,
They eat all kinds of animals. Alligator snapping turtles are actually carnivores, so they will eat all kinds of things.
Well, we're learning stuff.
These guys are not eating any kind of meat.
No,
Well,
they
there's
are
definitely
vegetarians.
education.
For the
Yes.
vegetarians in our audience
And
as
he is
well.
too.
Definitely education. Okay, now, what kind of services, though? You got great animals, but what kind of services do you do?
All sorts of different services. We do anything from a formal presentation where you're kind of listening to me talk about the animals one by one, species by species, answering questions, things like that. And by the way, we always try to educate you and answer questions, of course, no matter what. But we also have casual animal experiences like what you're doing right now, just kind of petting and hanging out with the animals. Things like petting zoos, meet and greets, and even cuddle parties and photo opportunities and animal therapy.
I love this so much. I could see animal therapy very, very be healing for anyone and maybe having a bad day.
Anyone, young or old, like we mentioned already. And we have all sorts of different animals. We only brought a few today for 2 segments, but we have all kinds of different animals. Whatever you think might be handleable or cuddly, we can help you out with. As you know, we have snakes and tarantulas and all kinds of animals.
Amanda, you know so much about all the animals.
Thank
Every time
you.
you come on, we're like, man, she taught us something new every single time. That must be so fun to get to do that, Paul.
Right.
And you have casual animal experiences. What is that?
So the casual ones are the ones that I mentioned second, which would be like your meet and greets, very casual, maybe for a party or an event. Petting zoos, as well as animal therapy or cuddle parties.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you, Shelton John. You are a great musician. We're going to have you play with Alexia later on. How about that? We want everyone to get social with us right now, though.